Hello. Hey, Ping. How's it going? Good afternoon. Yes. Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Um, so we're just going to get started here on the listing show. As always, to start with eBay sales. So I think my worst week probably in about a year. I think I did practically $500 this week. I'm getting $500. And other people talk about hot sales. So it's just, to me, I don't really worry about that. It's just the randomness of the eBay gods. But one thing I can control more so is, screwing up, is listing. So we'll start with this. This is sealed. Not a big game, but I think it was $5, which is pretty good for my Value Village. Sometimes they like to go a little crazy with the valuations. So let's see. Trouble. And this Kabolni. Let's go game. Let's see, the word trouble would help. There we go. So not a ton of money, but it'll be easy. Hey, Tommy. Thank you again, always, for coming in. Let's get lazy. Yep. So are your sales still awesome? Like, I've heard so many people say their sales are amazing. And I was just saying that my sales were the lowest this week I think I've ever had, which is okay. Ironically, I gave myself a raise this that should be going through this week. And because, as I talked about before, I use a buffer. So I don't have to worry about money coming in. Well, not for like a long time. I don't really worry about sales up and down one week. But yeah, a lot of people seem to be pretty happy, so that's good. Buggers. Okay, where we are. I can't believe it's May already. Here we go. Shelf. New. Find. There we go. I feel rusty for some reason. It's not like it's been that long. Whenever there's a new anything, especially sealed anything, at Value Village or pretty well anywhere, I always will double check the UPC code because it's so fast to do. If you don't know how to do that, learn how to do that because it's a game changer. So next, I held on to this one for a long time. British Rails. This is one of those things that's like, oh, it's perfect. It must be complete. It's not complete. And instead of holding on to it forever, I'm just going to sell it as is, saying there's some parts missing. Have you read eBay's update on promoted listings? What do you think? So, plug your ears, Tommy. I don't use promoted listings, so it doesn't really affect me. But I think what it is that they're adding the promoted costs to be a percentage on your shipping and sales tax and everything, which, don't kill me, kind of makes sense because in the past, as I'm sure you know, when fees weren't on the shipping, everyone jacked the shipping up to save fees. And I'm pretty sure people will start doing that again. So I don't know what choice they really have. But hey, Don, you come here to see the shipping policies? Yeah, I'm around 25K last 30 days. Target for next month is 30K. To maintain that, I think 30 to 35K per month will be my max solo. It's getting hard to scale now. Yeah, that's crazy. That's really, really amazing, Tommy. Would you actually want to work with someone else? Or do you feel you can maintain it without burning out? How do you like the new listing form? And you said you don't. So I don't mind it. So like a couple of things I do prefer, and I did see all the hate for it, mostly because they're forcing people to use it whether or not they want to or not. I'm going to get this listed. These are quite valuable, really. Sorry. So one of the things I do like about the new listing tool is the speed of the pictures. So I find just adding pictures is a lot faster. So I do like that. I like the simplified screen because all the stuff I happen to use, I'm gonna say not complete, is on the screen. Not complete. 2 cards missing. The one thing I think is legitimate in terms of complaints is this part where, ironically, all the specifics, see, it's slow. I clicked on it and then still waiting. I don't find it that smooth. I'd rather be able to edit straight from the main screen, so I'm going to sub screens. This is not an EPC good. Is that right? Oh, I allowed it. This is it. So I can see that. The thing is, for me, I don't actually use a lot of I don't use a lot of the specifics, so I don't really care. What I don't like is this thing here where they have, so I use these templates all the time. And what I don't like is I have to carefully go over, because if I go up, I miss it. If I hit manage, it goes to another screen. Before it was just inserts and let me manage it somewhere else. I'm not managing these that often that I need it on a separate screen. Let's see my beautiful face. There we go. So down here it's simplified. I don't know. I don't mind it, but I don't mind change. Okay, good use condition. I can say missing at least 2 cards. Cards are there. Did not check white white round. So I'm just going to do this because I can't think of more than one thing at once. There are parts. The other thing I don't like is like, why you should give me the option for parts. Why not? Okay, I'm going to be greedy on this, and I'm going to ask a bit more for the shipping. Okay, let's go back up. Okay, good. Good enough. Big cat. Let's see here. Yes, I remember the days of 99-cent listings with $500 shipping prices. Yeah. So, yeah, with the promotions thing, they're going to be stuck with that as well. And I kind of see it. I know people don't like paying fees on taxes, but eBay has to collect it for you, and no one works for free. So, I kind of see that with the eBay fee. I know that's a little different than the promotion. I don't use promoted listings either, and was going to start, but then I saw Auction Professor's video and decided not to use it. Plug your ears again, Tommy. I actually don't mind Auction Professor when he's not ranting. I find he rants a lot now, so I find it hard to watch his videos. But I'm also cheap. A lot of people are finding it's taking more clicks than it did before it ended the specifics. Yes, if you do a lot of specifics, I have heard and I can see that it's a lot worse. I just don't use specifics. I don't think it makes that much of a difference in your sales turnover rate, to be honest. My daughter's going to help after school. She will clean for me, which would be huge, but I won't count on it as income because it could end at any time. Right. Well, that's good that she can do that stuff. Yeah, she can definitely clean. I'm just not sure, like, it must be hard to train people, but or to not even trust, just have them do things the way you want them done. I don't know. I never really had that though. Once my youngest starts school, the wife will do inventory and shipping, so that will help as well. Oh wow, yeah, my wife has zero interest in any of this stuff. She helps me with pencils though. I get to complain to her of all my sob stories. And here I say, just turn the other cheek, and then I go and I complain to her. It's hard to come to mine. Yeah. I'm holding out until the bitter end, until I have to use the new listening tool. In the beginning, there was lots of feedback about having to click on too many links to get to other features. Yeah, like I just showed, there's a couple of things I don't like. Hopefully they'll improve them in the future. I'm not going to hold my breath. I mean, it looks better, it's just not there yet. I find it faster than the old tool because I could go back to the old tool. And I do, if I'm on .ca for some reason, probably just have to click somewhere. And actually, I do prefer the new tool. I'll be that outsider. She's being forced to do mine only because she steals sales from me on Poshmark. She copies my listing and does nothing. I even ship them. She sells 2-3 pairs of shoes a day. Hurts my sales. Are you talking about your daughter? That's funny. She's smart. She's an entrepreneur. Hey, Fish Fanatic. Oh, I'm listening today too, but I'm lurking. Great. Hey, good. Yeah, I'm slowly doing my listening today. I spent my day actually the last couple of days or 3 days doing taxes, and I sent the nice big amount of money to the Canadian government today. Oh well. I sell similar off myself, not 100% of the time. You only need the same category, not exact item, much faster, better listings. The only thing I don't like about doing that is finding the category. You know, like they have the different categories you have to pick in. And it takes me way too long to do that. And also when I do sell similar, a lot of the specifics are already filled in anyway, so I don't have to do them. So I kind of like that too. And the UPC code too. Yes, I sell similar off myself too, but they're different specifics. Yeah, exactly. The day I take any advice from auction professors a day, so I figure out how to end my life the easiest way. That's the right attitude, Tommy. There you go. Yeah. I won't argue with you, but I will argue with you because you can't fight back. I have made money off some of the Bolo stuff he's done. And it doesn't matter that he was just looking stuff up and didn't own it, which has been your argument before. Okay, let's go to the next thing. So far I've done, I think, 2 things, and we're a quarter way through. Okay, so this month or this week, I've done a couple purges of my listings because what I hate, and I had one of these this morning because I didn't purge in time. It's a $10 sale with like $7 shipping, and I make like maybe after fees $5. So I purged a ton of them. But what I did is, so I have a lot of these guys here. These are Kid Robot figures, and there are rare ones of these. I actually sold most of the rare ones for good money, and these are kind of the leftovers. And I started these all off at $15. No buys. So they went down below 10. So what I did is I just ended a whole bunch of listings, took new pictures, and I'm going to sell them in a lot of 10. And so instead of $100, I'm going to have 70 and go down from there. Simply because when this lot sells, and I have to make a box for it, and I got to deal with customer issues and all that stuff, I just want one sale rather than 10 sales. Dunny. What's the Dunny? Kind of like Bunny. Is it Dunny? And let's just go used. I've already come up with a price because all these were listed for a reasonable price. So I just need to find anyone. There we go. Any listing will do. The one thing about doing my taxes is it used to be hell for me because I like to try lots of different things. So I have my eBay business taxes. Last year I was still not off work, so I had those taxes, which are easy. And then I have rental property taxes as well. And I've become so much better at dealing with all that crap. Because once you've done like something like a rental property, just make sure I have the right lot here. Yeah, it's the right lot. The way you do the taxes, at least in Canada, for rental property isn't actually that different. Let's just make sure I'm screwing up. It's easy to do. Look at this heart one here. Where's that? Is that here? I don't see it. Yeah, it's here. Okay, good. And this should be 10. 10, yeah. A lot of 10. Oh, the box of the day is B31. And we're going to do $69.99. And even if it weighs a bit more, I'm going to do this lowest one. And okay. I have two other lots just like this, but just to avoid complications, later I'm going to just do one of them. So I don't like having similar lots in the same bin because that's just kind of asking for it. And done. Big head. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey Shay. No bags today. Get that out of the way. I did find some micro machines last week, though. Those are really cool. I've never found them before. But now I'm having the hell of a problem IDing the good ones out of that. It's going to take me a while, and I don't feel like it, so I just threw it into a box. Stallion thresholds are a mystery to me. I emailed to see if they have some kind of chart I can refer to, but in the meantime. So I don't need to be perfect. So what Donna's talking about is my shipping policies. She wants to do a similar thing with flat rate. And to be honest, I'm just happy if it's in the range of what I charge them. I don't need it to be perfect. Some I make some $1 here and some I lose $1 there. But the main benefit to me is the time. I don't have to put measurements for items. I just kind of guess at the weight. I don't need to be perfect. Yes. And no, manual shipping prices is not efficient at all. I have to purge again. I have a bunch of crap that's dropped below 15. Yeah, well, I'm around the same dollar amount as you wanting to purge. I think I have like 200 I really need to do, but I've been busy. So, and the other thing with purging is I want to make sure I actually remove the items from my inventory. And if I'm not careful, I'll purge and they'll sit in boxes. So I don't want that either. Yeah, I use chit chats. Yeah. They help a lot. I'm trying to do a lot auction on my channel right now. I'm ending it tonight. So far, no bids. Hey, put a link to your channel. If you or someone else, if you're not a mod, someone else go ahead. My whole 5 viewers might go and check it out. I just use calculated shipping, so I don't have to worry about USPS raising the rates. Well, what I do is when the rates rise, which they actually are, I think today, I can just go to that shipping policy and just increase the price for that shipping, the cost for that shipping policy, and it goes across all my listings automatically with that shipping policy. So it's actually not that hard to do. It just takes like less than an hour to do all 10 of the mine. I always learn things from watching others. It helps when I go sourcing. I've never seen those before. Yeah, I don't see them very often. There are rare ones. I don't have memorized the rare ones, but I know what they are now. And this was a case of like they had a whole, like someone donated their collection, so I got them at a reasonable price. I don't think I see them once in a while, maybe, but not in big lots. You gotta find stompers. Hey, were you watching Scotty's show last night? Because they were talking about stompers. I'm sitting on a huge box of them. I sold 4 last year for 80, 50, 150 each. They just keep climbing prices. They're getting really rare. That's funny. That's the exact conversation on Scotty's channel last night. He found an inbox stompers set. So he's really happy about that. I hadn't really heard about them too much. My problem is recognizing them because they kind of just look like tanks to me, but supposedly it's on the wheels. It's the sort of thing, though, I would find at garage sales and value villages, so it's good for me. Right, Carl, but when I'm putting weights and dimensions, the next box size up might be $6 more for the same rate. So most of my stuff at Chit Chats, most of my sales in the United States, and up to like 453 grams, the box size doesn't matter. And a lot of my stuff is in that lower category. Once it gets, if it's big, like really big, then I'll jump that category. And you'll see me actually do that sometimes when I'm listing. I'll decide to jump it up one. And that's just me covering my butt a little bit more. The way I see it is someone's willing to pay a certain amount of money, including shipping, to get to the item to their house. So shipping isn't really separate. So what I kind of think of is that if I have a high price, which I tend to do, and a good shipping cost, if I have the cost for shipping is a little higher than I charge, that's okay because my price is probably a little high anyways. If that makes sense. I don't think I explained that well. Yeah, USPS, yes. Americans. Canadians unite. Tell me they have a different service that's even cheaper. It doesn't go through USPS. Oh yeah. So Tommy, they have a different service that is even cheaper and doesn't go through USPS until it gets to the hub closest to the buyer. Chit Chats is the same. Use Stallion, and it's really based on weight, so it doesn't make a huge difference. Also, I think because traditionally shipping is so high in Canada, USPS rates just seem so cheap that $1 or $2 is still cheap. Not a mod. Well, if someone else can link her channel, that'd be great. Dimensions don't mean anything under 12 by 12 by 6. Over that, it's oversized. Yeah, and I rarely go that big. Most of my stuff, and I'm purposely doing this, is smaller than that, with some exceptions. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the 12 by 12 by 12 because I have a whole bunch of guitars I should be listing, and I haven't listed, and they're definitely going to be affected, I think, by that oversize, and some of my board games too. Okay, some people have to close their eyes. These are tarot cards. I like tarot cards. I probably shouldn't have picked these up, but they're my weakness. Messages from your angels. So I've had a weird thing happen. Not sales-wise, but other ways. So I've almost had a couple panic attacks in the last month. I've only ever had one panic attack, and at night, and you kind of feel it coming on. And thank God it did not occur, but I felt it coming on, and I have no idea why, because there's nothing particularly bothering me. Had one last night. I usually find switching rooms to another room can help a lot. Let's do this one here. But yeah, I just want to mention it. I have a lot of sympathy for anyone who's had one. They are very annoying and illogical, which is the worst combination for me. Because you can't just think, well, it's the opposite. You can't think your way out of it. Because thinking is probably part of the problem. Just thought I mentioned that personal thing. Pretty open. Stupid brain. Let's get rid of this. I don't like dashes. I'm never quite sure if eBay deals with dashes very well. Let's do it. I wasn't panicking about taxes, having to do taxes at all, because they're pretty well done. So I'm sure what that is about. This is part of my getting older. This is not approved. Cubic foot. Yeah, that confuses so many people. I think you're. Thank you, Don. I think you're talking about take a cold drink. It goes right away. You know, that might. I do find opening a window and getting cold in there actually does help. So I might try that cold drink because it is funny how things like that can make a difference. It's like your body goes into panic mode or something. Mine are in my spine. It's weird. I drink instantly stops it for some reason. Yeah, I don't get that in the spine. It's just kind of racing thoughts. Brain's a weird thing. Very weird. Okay, we're going to do an anime figure. If you ever see figures like this, if they're a reasonable price, they're almost worth picking up. He's missing there's a little clear stand he's missing, but it was cheap. It was in a bag with another one, so it's worth picking up. Excuse me. Whoop. Okay. And I wrote down his name because I had zero chance of knowing it. So it's not quite this guy. I already did this. Sorry, guys. Yeah, a little bigger. It's not quite these things, this one here, but if you ever see like ones with all these faces and stuff, it's usually a good sign. Let's go unsold, just to see if I can find this exact model. I think he was holding like a credit card or something, or a cell phone. I saw this before. The exact model. It's not. We're just going to pick one. And I'll change the specifics. I didn't put down a price though. That was silly. What I'm going to do is just check Terpeek. One handy tip I have is to use extensions, which allows you to quickly look stuff up. Very handy when you're checking up auctions. Yeah, I'm getting impatient, so I'm not going to do this for much longer. Okay, we're going $49.99. He has a little mark in the head too. Just remembered. Thank God for Google Lens too. Taking me forever. Okay. Mark to head. No stand. Otherwise, and grid condition. This week I also decided to turn on automatic feedback. Actually, Tommy, you mentioned it. I said I should look into it. Well, I looked into it, and yes, I can do it. So I turned it on. Just take rid of this. And yeah, it's handy, I must admit. It feels kind of like less personal. That's the only thing, but it saves having to look and thinking, did I give them feedback or not? And, you know, like I said, I use the ROT principle, which is return on time. And so my return on my time increased by not having to do that. So, yay. Okay. We'll see if I can get $50 for this guy. Done, I say. Big head. Panic attacks. It's something I've developed in the last couple of years as well. Oddly enough, something to do with going over bridges. Oh wow, yeah, my pun. Yeah, at least with going over bridges, it's kind of like it's not that it's good, but you can see why it's occurring. For me, I couldn't figure out why. My first panic attack, which was about a year ago, something like that, or a year and a half ago, really, was caused because I was trying to work from home at something I hated, and I'm pretty sure that's what triggered it. And that was the first time. I'm just turning 50 this year. That was the first time I'd ever had one. So I was 48, I guess. The last two didn't get to the panic attack level, but got close enough. And it's just in the head. Cold air helps. Yeah, I have realized that as well. You know, one weird one is I used to get restless leg syndrome. And I read somewhere, put on socks when you sleep. And it's like, really? Is that old wives' tale? I put on socks and I didn't get restless legs anymore. It's so weird. So I don't know what the reason is. I don't know. Oh, you've been having them for 14 years. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. That's not much fun. I need to learn more about toys. I bought 2 Evil Knievel's with bikes for $5. I don't know. They sold so well. Always learning. I love toys. Like, they're easy to ship. They're small. They're valuable. They require knowledge, or knowledge helps. You can specialize in them. There's competition, but there's such a wide variety that toys are great. And there's demand. Everyone wants their childhood back. Everything I can do to take decisions away and clear headspace is worth it to me. Yeah, delegating. I won't go into the ADHD thing, but delegating is so important to us. Anything I can automate, I will. Anything I can simplify, I will. Like, for example, someone came to change the tires in the car today. I pay them. I don't deal with it. The other day, the lawn care guy, he's going to cut the grass. He did last year. I don't have to worry about it. Those things are worth money to me, and I do not enjoy them. So delegating is important, even if you are cheap like me. I cut 90% of YouTube. That made a huge difference on anxiety overall. So I like YouTube, but I cut out most news. I am a news person. I like to be informed. If I start hearing bad stuff, I will turn it off because I can't handle it right now. I was medicated, and then I ran out and didn't realize it. So I'm not going to bother. But I have ADHD drugs. That's good enough for me. Listening to people whine and bad info increased my anxiety so bad that I had to stop. Yeah, whining is so tempting. I try never to do it. I try to not be a Pollyanna, but we don't have. There's a lot of things we can't affect, and our systems have been built to warn us of those things. So it's just not good for all modern life. So this is a stupid ornament, It's I thought it's a Kate Spade. It tricked me. It says Kate saved New York. Ha ha ha. I don't think it has no value. I don't think it has any value. I cannot find comps. But we're going to list it anyways. And maybe purge it in the future. Now I'm going to be very careful for the specs because this is not Kate Spade. So I'll take my time on this one a bit. Let's see here. Okay, Kate. Saved. Christmas. Pink. Verse. And there's a name. Personality. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I could ask a lot because this was a mistake buy. Who knows? Maybe we'll go quick. The last couple of ornaments I actually listed went a lot faster than I expected. Holy crap. Okay, so there would be a nice way to just say, get rid of all this. Don't make me, although why would I pick? Why would I pick this to copy? It's probably a really good question. Probably should not. Like round. Who cares about the round, really? I misclicked. Sorry, guys. But you know what? This happens. Okay, to get rid of all the crap. Actually, I'm going to say new. Let's ask it just a bit more. Nah, no, we're not. Let's not be greedy today. Is that it? Which category is it in? Yeah, okay, good. List it. What? What do you want? Type. Ornament. Ornament. All right. That took a long time. To be honest, YouTube lives are my social life these days. So if I start coming to chats, I'd be even worse off. Yeah, like when I go to the thrift stores, I look forward to seeing my friends. And even though the interactions are quick and, not super long and just part of the day, I need that. And I think that's actually something I was needing. But that was in real life. I also like lives for getting work done and also for me to spam chats. Oh, I like YouTube lives as well. I subscribe notifications on all. I never notified. Yeah, I find notifications always come after the show or halfway through the show. It's not that good. If you really break down people complaining about eBay, it's because they are struggling. I was there 2 years ago. Once we realized it's us and not eBay and take action, sales don't slow. Yeah, I think also we have to realize what we have control of and what we don't. And the fact is, I don't believe in some way they're getting people to buy. I think a lot of it is chance. It's humans trying to find order out of chaos. And what we can control is our pricing, our shipping, our policies, our pictures, the quality of the goods, the value of the goods, how we're sourcing, all that stuff. There's so much stuff we can control. I try not to worry about the stuff we don't control. Yeah, I don't know. Mostly blame Carl. Thank you, Don. I get anxiety during thunderstorms because of tornadoes. Seen so many of them here in Kansas. We are under alert. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I'm in Ottawa, Ontario, and we've actually had tornadoes here take out houses on occasion. Very rare, but nothing like yours on a regular basis. But yes, that would not be fun. Stay safe. Exactly. That's why Auction Professor hides his sales, so he can lie all the time and make it harder to track. Ever see Craigslist starting to complain about eBay? No, because his sales are always great. Yeah. Like, I do look at other people's eBay sales, eBay stores, just to see how they're doing, but also like to get ideas of stuff to source what's in my categories. Especially if someone has a store. Okay, if I look at someone's store and they hide all their solds, and they have a lot listed, I immediately add them to my safe sellers list because they perceive that they're good enough that they're trying to hide their sales from other people, which means stuff they have must be really good. So I do that. But also, I really like people selling stuff that's slightly out of the norm of the stuff I'm already getting to get ideas. I find it's a very powerful tool. And it's easy to do when you're sitting around. My panic attacks usually happen when I'm out in public, which blows, which of course has gotten worse the last 2 years when I'm out. But because I'm home so much, it balances out. Yeah, that's a different level. I could never equate to. That must be really difficult. I have my things, but I'm the weird guy who talks to you at the thrift store, which is complete opposite of when I was young. If you buy stuff based on data to sell, there's never a worry, and sales are predictable. Buying gut or feelings, then expect to be whining. Yeah, I use my gut a bit. Just like I found over the last few years, my gut tells me a bit when something can be really good. I think people get stuck in mistake categories because they feel they know the category and they don't want to change what they know. But meanwhile, the market's changed, or they should never have been selling it in the first place. How does one hide their sales? There's you can use quantity, and if you are out of that quantity, it won't show up in your solds. But look that up. I don't do it. I don't care. But a lot of people do care. And you can definitely just Google that if you really want to do it. I don't. I'm not selling anything so unique that I worry about that sort of thing. And I'm showing everything I'm selling anyways on YouTube. So if I'm hiding stuff, I'm really bad at it. It's like mild agoraphobia, but it was really bad back 14 years ago. Couldn't leave my street without it happening. I'm much better now. Yeah, that's I know someone who had that. And yeah, not an easy to deal with. Okay. Next. I picked this up the other day. Siemens remote control. Anything with that. Or Phonex. Phonex. I'll tend to look up. It was cheap. I think it still even has the plastic on it, but there were batteries in it. So I'm going to visually look for it because it's a little here's. Okay. $34.99. That's what we're gonna do. It's $5. I actually think it was new, but I'm not gonna say that. Like I said, there were batteries in it. Sometimes people don't take the plastic off, and I don't really care that much. I think it's in great condition. Where are you? I have a lot of stuff prepped, which is good. Okay. Yeah, let's just test a bit more. Just big head. Getting heavy up in here. Hey, we're sharing. It's all good. Out of stock option hide solds. Yeah, some people have legit reasons, and YouTubers that want to change you money for bad info also use it. Yes, yes. If you sell the last one in multi-quantity listing and have out of stock turned on, when the last one sells, people don't see that sold. Yeah, Tommy answering you there. So Auction Professor will show like 30 sold over the last 90 days. If you show up and I forget why, it's the way they are sold. Yeah. I sell discontinued items in the niche. I often get that item back months, years later. So it's out of stock, so I can easily relist the item. Well, that's good. That's a really good way of selling. I don't. I have a lot of one-offs, which is not a nice repeatable thing, but it's what I enjoy. So I picked up this guy here. I'll do what Don tells me to do if I can. See, Don's a liar. It doesn't work. Don is a liar. Okay, so this is a sterling silver spoon, New York City. It was in the baggy wall. If I see something interesting with the silver spoons, the sterling silver, I will pick it up, especially New York, or if there's a, Native American on it, that those can sell for more. World Fair, I'll check. I'll spend more time on them. There we go. Easy. Not a ton of money in this. There's one. That is exactly it. See here? It's this one here. I forget what this word means. Demitas? I think it means small spoon. But that's something else, another keyword to look up. But I never remember that keyword. I also show it in grams. This is Canada, damn it. You Americans with your pounds and weird scales of weights. Come on, you guys should be going to what the world's doing. kidding. Recording. I'm kidding, of course. You guys like your freedom units. I get that. I'm not even going to mention the weight in the ad. And I put down the value $4.99. We'll see how this goes. So sterling stuff, I find sits around. A lot of people will just sell it for scrap. When I find there's like one silver spoon in a baggie with a whole bunch of stuff that's not silver, I'm not quite sure if it's worth the time actually to even find it, because silver isn't that valuable, but I can't help myself. Oh, that was $25. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Repeatable is always good. Doesn't work because your face is still visible. Okay. Point is hide your face, yes. Hey, Larry. Isn't demi-tasse a small cup? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Demi-tasse. Oh. What Don said exactly. You and your fancy words. Okay. I'll remember that. Okay. This was in the bag with the other anime one. Is she cutie? Wait, there we go. Don's such a liar. Anyways, this is Amiibo. Miiibo. Nintendo. I didn't actually know what it was when I picked it up. It was with the other one, which is really what I was going after. Oh, I didn't put a value like in charge, so I must have figured it was worth listing, hopefully. Or I didn't check. Kind of doubt that. Holy shit. There's some good value ones. Let's just go used to get this a better idea. I don't have the buddy though. She's a buddy. Wow. Okay. She's in pretty good condition too. So I'm thinking, I think $49. That's a nice surprise. This is why I like toys. I had no idea. Use condition. I got a neutral feedback this week. Or this last 7 days, I should say. I would have fixed the problem for them if they had contacted me. They said it like they said I explained it, the condition fine, the pictures were okay. I explained when I took in my description why the pictures were showing what they were. They felt it still wasn't in great condition, and then they washed it, and it was even in worse condition. All reasonable things, and I did try to be as honest as I could. So they felt that it wasn't quite in the condition that it should have been, and they left me a neutral feedback, which is okay. But if they, it wasn't such a high value item that if they contacted me, I would have probably just given them money back. because it's like it wasn't that of a valuable thing. But now that they're giving the neutral feedback, honestly, I just don't feel like opening it up. And I'll just keep the money. I don't really care about feedback as much as, especially neutrals, that much. I think most people, if they're buying off of someone, they take a look at any neutrals or negative feedback first, and they try to figure out if it's reasonable or not. At least that's what I do. I don't know what to tell you. Just do it wrong. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a nice surprise. I didn't know it was that valuable, so that's kind of a nice bonus. Okay, let's just do another silver spoon because I don't have to move. I have lots more stuff. It's just either I don't want to list it or it's over there. So this is another one. And the sterling. Wait. I gotta think about this. I'm a little slow. See, look how well that works. See, everyone thank Don for that nice sharp image. So this is a New York World Fair. And I do have a little cheat note for myself. So like, I'm only going to ask for $15, but it's worth pulling out just to sell by itself. New York World Fair. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to ask a bit more because I'm greedier. Good use condition. Now this one has a little bump, but has dent and I can say okay use condition. This is fast. There we go. $15. You got no control over me. Okay, this one's been hanging around for a little bit for some reason. Everyone duck. Thomas. Actually, what I'm going to just check is make sure this isn't already listed and somehow it got put back into the rotation. No. Okay, Thomas Wooden Duck. That's this guy. going to go $19.99. I think I might be a little too high on it, but $20 is $20. Yeah, it's in pretty good condition though. Fairly good. The best thing is I can get it off my photo list. If I can find it. There it is. The thing with dealing in toys is you're going to get a lot of this stuff. Where a lot of it has no value. Some it has a lot of value, like that $50 thing I just did. And a lot of it has this mediocre value, like this one. Where it's like, should I put in a lot? Should I just toss it into the other ones? And that is kind of like a feel thing. I'm still trying to determine what the best thing is, to be honest. So back to Big Head. So that was it. That was 1 hour. It's up. So we can go through the comments. Here's internal talking. So, anyways, I'm not going to bother doing the total. I don't really think it matters. It wasn't a ton today. I'm going to guess about 400. One thing I have to think about is I have my goals. I never make them month after month. So do I lower my goals or do I change my method? Anyways, that's it. That's the big thinking for today. Yeah, anyways, thank you for everyone. I really enjoy it. Helps me list. And I like hearing other people's opinions and thoughts. Anyways, take care. Bye.